Good morning, fourth grade. Today you have lesson 13, and it is horizontal addition and subtraction. So horizontal just means it goes from left to right or right to left. Vertical means it's going up and down. Okay, so first and foremost, problems are going to be written like this, but it's not a skill that you necessarily need to learn how to do because you can always just write the number down below. Okay, so all of this page, if you want to rewrite the problem on a scratch piece of paper, or if you want to write the answers below each other, please do that. But I will show you how to do it, partly because this might help with mental math. So the first thing is, just like if we did vertically, we always have to begin with the ones place. Okay, that doesn't change. So you'd start with your 5 plus 2, and you'd put your 7 as far to the right as you can. If you need to carry an addition and borrow in subtraction, do it just like you would a vertical problem. Okay, so for example, if I have this 8 and 3, well, 8, 9, 10, 11, I can put the 1 here, but then you'd have to add 1, which is what they did right here. That's why there's that 1 there. So you would split that number 11 down the middle. Like, split that, and this one goes over to the answer, and this one goes to the 100 spot. Okay? Then when you're in the hundreds, you have your 7 and your 6. So you'd solve that, 13, and then add the 1 that you have. Oh, 14. So if you already had your 1 and your 7, there's the 1, or there's the 4, then there's the 1, which is what they did down here. Be sure to leave enough room to write the rest of your digits in your answer. That's why I said start with your ones placed as far to the right as you can. Now for subtraction, it is going to be the exact same. You still start with your ones place, but you have to make sure that the biggest number is first. I think sometimes we forget that. That's one of the first rules you learn about subtraction, and then as we get to harder subtraction, we forget it. Whether it's horizontal or vertical, the biggest number has to come first. So look at D down here. If I'm going to rewrite D, I only have one option as to where I can rewrite it. I have to write 409 underneath the 582 because 582 is the bigger number out of those two. For adding, it doesn't matter. You could write the 378 under the 142. Adding doesn't matter, but the subtraction ones, you have to put the biggest number first on top. So you'd have to say like 98 underneath it. Okay, but if I were going to do it horizontally, you start with your ones, so you have a 5, take away 2. Okay, 5, 4, 3, and here's your 3. Then you have a 2 and a 9. If I have 2, can I take away 9? No. So, and they did this in the second one. I'm going to do it on the first one so you can see me as I do it. I have to come over to the 0. There's nothing in this 0, so I have to come all the way over to the 3, make it a 2, bring a 10 over. I need to now borrow from that 10, make it a 9, and here's my 12. Now, can I do 12 take away 9? Yes, and that is 3. So this is where they write that next 3. Okay, so they had the now 12 take away the 9. Okay, then you have the 9 that's left, take away a 3 in the hundreds. It's really nice that they color-coded these. You're taking purple away from purple. 9 take away 3 is 6, so now you have a 6 in the hundreds. Okay, and now if I go to my last one, since I crossed out the 3 and made it a 2 a while ago, I have 2 take away 2, which is 0. You don't need to write a 0 in the front of a number if it's going to be the first digit. So it's just 633. So I show you all of that, but also feel free to just solve it vertically. That means up and down. Okay, so the first one, 97 plus 89. Okay, do 7 plus 9. You have your 16. Okay, then you have 9 plus 1, 10 plus your 8 means 18. So 186. I'll go down to D to do the subtraction one. Okay, now the hardest part about this is going to be that you're going to run out of room. So since I'm going to need to borrow, maybe I better write this one off to the side. And this is also what you can do. Or, like I said, get a scrap piece of paper, just an extra piece of paper. All right, there's more on the floor, so I need to go next door, make my 8 a 7, bring over 10 more. So 12, take away 9. All right, now in my tens, I have 7, take away 0. And then finally, 5, take away 4. Then just right down the line. Okay? Feel free to keep doing it that way. All right, read the story problems. Mark the circle next to the correct way to solve the problem. It is not asking you to solve it. It is saying which one of these equations would be right. So Victoria made a necklace using 7 packages of beads. If she makes 8 necklaces, how many packages of beads will she need altogether? Okay. All right, so go ahead and do those. Write the product for number 3. Number 4 is more divide and check. So quickly just reminding you, we have our 6 steps. They're not making you write the 6 steps today, but let's go ahead and write our 6 steps just in case as we do it on the first one. So first step, we have to divide. So I'm going to see how many, if I have 3, how many can I divide 9? Can I skip count by 9 and say 3? No, I cannot. So then I multiply. 9 times 0 is 0. So now step 3, I can subtract it. I'm going to have 3. I'm going to make it a little smaller. Okay. Then I have to check it. Is 3 smaller than 9? Yes, it is. So I can keep going. I'll erase that mark so it's not confusing. Now for step 5, this is our new step. I need to bring down my next number because I do have another number. So now I'm going to skip count by 9s until I get to 36. So you have 9, 18, 27, 36. If you were counting, that was 4 times. So I started all over. I just divided. Now I'm going to multiply. 9 times 4 now. 9 times 4 is 36. Now I subtract. 36 take away 36 is 0. Now I check it. Is 0 less than 9? Yes. Now I'm at bring down. Do I have any more numbers to bring down? No. So that is all. To check it, remember we put, oh dear, I didn't mean to do erase. I meant to do highlight. We put a little multiplication sign here. The opposite of dividing is multiplying. So for checking, we're going to multiply what we see on the outside of the box. We have 9 times 4. There's a 0 in front. I don't need to write that. What is 9 times 4? 36. So our answer is right. And then you have a fun little riddle down at the bottom. So you write the product, solve the product, then put the letters, whatever your answer is. So for example, 6 times 7 is hard to do, but it is 42. Okay, I hadn't actually heard that one. I heard Abe saying it the other day. And I'm sure I didn't get it quite right, but it's a nice, fun little saying. So then you find 42 down here. Well, what letter is that? A. All right. That is all I'm doing with you. Please go ahead and do the rest on your own. And please, 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 if you don't get something or don't understand it, please raise your hand. All right, good luck.